My name is Cindy, and I grew up in a small, quiet village in the east of Africa. After my parents passed away, I went to live with my grandparents. Life was tough. We had just one cow, and she was getting old, barely producing enough milk for us. Most of our chickens were gone, and the little money we had was quickly disappearing. Every day was a struggle, but it fueled a fire in me. I knew I had to be the one to change our story. I poured everything I had into my studies. While other kids were playing, I was buried in books, determined to ace every single exam. My dream was to become a doctor, to heal people, and to build a better life for my grandparents. The thought of giving them a comfortable, worry-free life was my biggest motivation. I studied late into the night, often by the dim light of a single candle, picturing the day I would wear that white coat. Finally, the day my matriculation exam results arrived was a huge moment for me. I had passed with flying colors. I was so excited, imagining this was the first step toward my dream. That evening, however, my world came to a crashing halt. My grandparents sat me down, their faces heavy with a seriousness I had never seen before. They told me that our neighbor, Mr. Joseph, had made an offer. Mr. Joseph was a wealthy man in his late 60s, known for having multiple wives. He wanted to make me his fourth wife. In exchange, he promised to give our family 10 cows and take care of all our financial needs forever. 10 cows. That was a fortune to us. It meant food, security, and an end to our daily struggle. My grandparents looked at me with pleading eyes, explaining that this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to save our family. My heart sank. All my dreams of becoming a doctor, of helping others, of creating my own future, they all felt like they were slipping away. I looked at this man, Mr. Joseph, who was older than my own grandfather, and I just couldn't imagine it. Was this really my only option? To trade my dreams for a life of security as the fourth wife of a man I didn't know or love? The conflict was tearing me apart. My love for my family was pulling me in one direction, while my personal ambition was screaming at me to run in the other. Despite the pressure, I knew I couldn't give up. Secretly, I walked for miles to the nearest town with an internet cafe. My hands were shaking as I filled out the online application for a university medical program. It felt like a desperate, rebellious act. I sent it off into the digital world, holding on to a tiny sliver of hope. Weeks turned into what felt like an eternity. Every day, I watched the postman, my heart pounding in my chest. Then one afternoon, a letter arrived. It was thick and had the university's official seal on it. I ripped it open, and my eyes scanned the words. "Congratulations, you have been accepted." I was overjoyed, screaming and jumping with excitement. For a moment, I thought everything was going to be okay. I ran to show my grandparents, believing they would share my happiness. But the joy was short-lived. My grandfather looked at the acceptance letter, then at me, his expression grim. He told me flatly, "We cannot afford the fees. You know this. This is a fantasy, Cindy. Your reality is here with us. You have no choice but to marry Mr. Joseph." His words hit me like a physical blow. It felt like the walls were closing in. I was trapped between an impossible dream and an unbearable reality. What was I going to do? Find out what happens next in part 2. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching.